Okay.
One second.
Blue DauT and Kingstone, we're going to put red because blue and teal can be a little bit confusing. And ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 1. I'm going to put the flags in a moment and then we go and check all the maps and everything. I cannot put till we are inside Serbia. And then we have game number 1 for the 3rd series of the day, first day, King of the Desert with me, Tatitot. And we have Hindustanis and Lithuanians. As you could see, Tato say that he prefers Lithuanians here, but what about the map, for example, for DauT, Mr. Tato?
The map is interesting because it depends on how he wants to wall it. Because he can be more like defensive and having like the woodline close to the berries and wall into the TC. But if he wants to be a bit more greedy and he goes for the forward wall, then he could protect the goal, right? So it depends how he wants to approach it. But his maps, I will say that it's okay.
Also, wouldn't you go, if you see that secondary goal at the back, maybe just ignore the main goal and go for that one? You can wall that wood line? Or it's too far? You know what I mean? On the right, till the edge of the map, and then you get the second
I
one?
think it's not too far. But it depends a lot how they open, right? Because you see like Hindustan is opening scouts, then it's way easier for you to defend the goal, the frontward goal, because you only need walls or 2 spearmen. But if he is opening archers, it can be more tricky because you maybe need a tower. So I guess that will play a role as well, how that wants to play it as well.
Okay. And then let's check now the map for Kingstone. Except the berries that are kind of exposed, looks a very nice map, right? But how important are the berries here?
Well, I think on this matchup, actually, they are super important. Because you want to... Like if you are both are opening scouts, you want to farm a lot, and it's usually really good to have the meal safe so you can farm around, and the farms are more efficient. But at the same time, maybe Kingstone with this map, he decides, okay, I have 4 warberries, so I might not be able to farm as efficient as I would like to. So I decide to open archers, and he has all in 2 on wood, so I think this is gonna be a super fast like uptime with archer opening.
Okay. Well, I want to, with your permission, Tato, when we have some crazy support, Mango File donated 20 subscribers, gifted 20 subscribers. Thank you so much for the support. It's amazing. And doing the houses, I always wonder why they make those houses all that spread instead of doing together and try to use them like a wall. Because those houses, actually, if the farming is complicated, with those houses, it's even more. And you are not really defending, no? You know what I mean? Well, like instead of put together, you know, and because like this, well, I already did a little bit far, but maybe I don't know. It's a small details.
The Kingstone or
Kingstone. Sorry, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought that we were with Observer, you know, but I forgot that you are watching your POV and I'm watching mine with Kingstone. Yes.
Well, usually you want to start like doing the house wall, right? In the case like there's 2 starting houses, they are more or less a bit random because you place them where you have the villagers. But then the 3rd one, like DauT already, you can see he places it like forward, close to the goal. So that kinda wants to indicate that he wants to wall there, right? Eventually.
Yeah, that's why.
Let's see what.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand. Maybe he's gonna make more houses. Kingstone go to the wood, but you can see how Kingstone is going up. Tato, 17 population. You remember when we were playing in Zone, also with my brother, with Chicho, it was 24, 25, and now 17 population up, Tato. What is this?
This is crazy.
I mean,
now the bonus are helping a lot as well.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
There's a lot of food on this map as well.
You don't know, guys, but I know Tato as a player, obviously not like now, but you were, what, 14 years old? More or less.
Yeah, like the brother. I think we were both like 14, yeah.
Yeah, 14 years old probably. Crazy. When they were playing Age of Empires. Crazy. Anyway.
Almost years ago.
Yeah. Barak, all ready for DauT, opening on goal. And now, this very popular opening, that right? Without the mill for DauT.
Is that the mill for DauT? So that means that he's going archers. And Kingstone, I thought he was going to do the mill, but yeah, when he saw the berries, so DauT knows what is going on, right? because DauT sees the uptime that is super fast and he sees the mill. So it is impossible with this uptime to go archers. So he knows that he scouts. And Kingstone, he has scouted the goal and it's the same. He will see the uptime and he knows that it's archers.
Even more now, right? Because I am on Kingstone's point of view. He see already the mill, the no mill, better say it. Okay. Both are doing the double attacks. Archie rings on the left. And as you mentioned, DauT that didn't even explore the wood yet, sorry. He knows that his opponent is definitely not going for the Archie. He's going to explore more. And in this situation, what approach you prefer more?
I actually really don't like the archer position for DauT. Because it's not helping his gold miners that are kind of exposed. And I would say that DauT now he should probably wall, like short wall, because his economy is super weak. So he doesn't want to invest too much into Spearman. And if he tries to play aggressive on the berries, I think this is really good for DauT. He needs to play like super aggressive. Like with 2 archers to Spearman, go forward and harass the berries.
Okay. He has already the 2 spears. No, 3 spears already. It benefits here a feudal gameplay to what civilization, to what player, because we have seen in many games that players are trying to be a little bit greedy and try to go to castles as soon as possible. It benefits the Hindustani, the Lithuanians.
Okay, Hindustani will be more favored. Well, I guess in this case, actually, both will be more favored in castles, right? It will depend on how they get there, because Hindustani, they can start spamming those cheaper villagers, they will have access to camels as well. And Lithuanians, they have the extra food on the TCs.
Okay.
And DauT is really important, the first move from DauT. The issue that he had is like he invested too much into Spearman because the Spearman are not that cheap. He doesn't have the blacksmith yet, so he cannot afford fletching.
Yeah, he has 4 spears already, Tatot. 4. Whoa.
4 is a lot.
What? Yeah, well, his opponent did 1 scout. Yeah, but he's forward. As you were talking, look at the berries now. He's already there. That villager might be down.
It should be
DauT
down.
micro. DauT. Yeah, he got it. Okay.
Yeah.
He take sorry, go on, Tati.
Well, like as I told you, like the berries forward, they were tricky to open scouts, and DauT realized that he had the timing to be aggressive there, and he used it, right? So I like the move. He didn't wait for too many archers. He was, okay, I have 2 archers. Let's go to the berry before he has the range up.
Okay. Also, he has been housed quite a lot right now, Kingstone. He's been housed, and now he made the house. He needs to make another one. We see that in the previous series, I was talking with my co-caster that maybe some tower will have helped Valas, but we don't see many towers, many defensive towers, I'm talking. Is this because people prioritize the transition also to castles and maybe even use the stone with the market? Because the towers in those specific situations, maybe not for the berries, I don't know, but we don't see towers at all. A lot of sell and so on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the theory is like, I agree like what you're talking about the previous series. I think Balas could have built a couple of towers to be safer, like on the Hindustani's game actually. Like Classic Pro, with the tower, he was allowed to play more aggressive. But people doesn't want to take those risks, right? They prefer to have, instead of building the tower and go aggressive, they just think, okay, I will stay at home and I will sell the stone and I defend my goal with my army. But DauT now, if he wants to play aggressive, it's true like Kingstone army is not that scary because he's mainly scouts and he can defend, but now he will have to move out from there, right?
Yeah, but DauT has his scouts. He's now coming with the archers. That quite a lot of archers. He's doing just the fletching now. DauT is on the berry. He has no defense. And lucky for Kingstone that he doesn't have yet the fletching. Even like that, he's going to take 1 villager. He's going to take probably... And no, didn't take another because of the fletching. But military numbers for DauT... look at the numbers, Tato.
Yeah, DauT is playing really solid. The KD is 4-0. Perfect so far.
Okay. You're giving energy to him, and I cannot bring co-caster from the same team, Tatito. I mean, it's cheating, man. It's cheating, I'm telling you. Okay.
He's motivated. He's motivated.
He knows that you are casting?
Yeah, I told him earlier.
Okay. then he's focused. He doesn't want that you troll him, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, guys, I'm sorry, Tato. I'm gonna say this. He blackmailed me. Tato told me I cast with you if DauT win and I do the interview. You know. Well, it was an easy blackmail. It was. I'm joking. I asked. Actually, was my suggestion. It can be very fun. But jokes aside, 53 population, 39, 8-1 KD. This is a total domination for now.
Yeah, like I think the Kingstone approach wasn't the best because the forward berries. I think he put himself in a bad spot. Also, the mid position, it looks stupid, but he had the mill on the other side. The village will be closer to the TC, right? And dropping off there, so that will help as well to run out from the archers.
Okay.
Oh, DauT,
let's see now.
DauT has built the market. Oh,
wow.
This guy's addicted.
He's addicted to this. He's doing this all the time, man. All the time, man. It's crazy, man. Well, I mean, he see the momentum on the game. He has a lot of farming. He's going aggressive. He doesn't need the stone to defend. And then if he need to buy some stone to make extra disease, he just want to finish the game fast, man.
DauT kills a villager and he's okay. Next villain is market, go up and finish the game.
He's up to cancel this, man. Yeah, but Tato, the thing is, he's up in minute 18 with 20 military. It's not like he's going naked. Like, he has a lot of army.
Yeah, he has the map control, right? So he's in a really, really solid spot.
Okay.
And now he's probably watching, like, he sees that Kingstone is building a market and he's like, okay, I sold already, so I know that I'm faster to castle it.
Really crazy. All right, you can see now, with the DauT scout, with archers, and more archers, the berries, I mean, just look at those berries. He didn't take the berries at all, Tato.
Yeah, he couldn't defend them, right?
Yeah.
Because of the approach. Like, strategy-wise, that was a mistake by Kingstone to decide to go scouts. It would have been good if DauT decides to go scout as well. But the fact that DauT opened range, that put Kingstone on the bad spot there.
Okay. Well, he managed also with the market, because he sold the stone too, to go up, but the difference is clear. The army numbers, Tato.
The army numbers and the crossbow, because I think in my opinion, for DauT, they will be way more important. So DauT needs to keep them alive. Because Kingstone will mix, like, arch, crossbow, camel, while DauT will have knights, right? So DauT really needs the crossbow army alive.
Well, I mean, he can't lose them. I mean, Kingstone has no army. At least that he's doing a terrible micro, of course. He's doing the bloodlines, by the way. What is he planning to do? Go knights? Or imagine that now he's doing more archer ranges and then full cab archers.
No, cab archers is not the play.
Yeah, sure. I know, but you know, the one with the cab archers from DauT that he always was doing, you know?
Yeah, he's always doing them. I would like to have, like, DauT has really low HP scout now. He has one full and one low. I would like that scout to scout the map because he's Lithuanian and he wants to control the relics.
This one. Yeah, I'm showing it to the viewers. You can see the amount of farming. DauT is microing, Tato. You always troll him, but he's microing, man. 15-5. Taking absolutely everything. Of course, he has more army. Well, the good thing is that we have the cameras, Tato. That's why we put the cameras. No Smurfs. What is this?
We know it's DauT.
Yeah, it's DauT, man. It's DauT. It has to be DauT. Okay.
Or DauT is pretending that he's playing.
That's true. Now that you're telling that, you got a point. Okay. We don't see the keyboard. We need a second camera. We need a second camera. Okay, he's going around with those crossbows. He's going to now to take those villages or disturb a little bit. But Ballistic here is not better siege workshop by Kingstone in this situation.
He's going for Ballistic. I mean, Ballistic will be great because then he can out micro. But if DauT has Ballistic as well, that kind of neglects his Ballistic. So I would say that siege workshop is better play.
Safer.
To defend the
list.
Yeah, it's safer.
Probably safer here. Okay, well, he gonna have Ballistic. Obviously, he has more army, but if he's keeping those archers alive here, Kingstone, those archers gonna... Oh my god. He has to be careful, DauT, because now he's starting to lose a lot of army, Tato. Of course, he still have the advantage, but it's not that many army more, and in 5 seconds, it's gonna be completely different, because those robots with Ballistic, will dominate. Obviously, he's 4 villages ahead, but 4 villages ahead is not that much, according to how the game was going.
Yeah, like you jinx the micro. Now he's losing everything.
Why you? But look at that, guys! But look at that. He's losing everything, and he smile. Such a great team.
He's ahead. He's fine.
Now you get serious, but he lost everything. Tato, I agree with you, man. He lost absolutely all the army. 13 army, 9 army. Oh my god! I mean, what the hell? I mean,
at least he knows now that Kingstone invested into ballistic because he tried to dodge micro.
Yeah, but the problem here is he's also adding camels now. It's true that he has monks, you know. Oh wow, but he has 2 relics already. I mean, those knights are gonna be very strong.
Yeah, as I said, like I think the only mistake DauT has made is that not scouting the relics a bit better with one of the scouts. Because he had the time, the scouts were doing nothing.
Yeah.
So he could have used that time to scout for the relics, because now he needs to pay attention with the monks and it's a bit more annoying.
Yeah, the multitasking here has to be higher as well, and now he's coming with crossbows, and those crossbows has ballistic. Those crossbows has ballistic, and these can be now dangerous. If he's diving in with those crossbows, oh boy, and the goal is might be in the range. He has to move all the gold, man. He's taking more villages, and he's raining less for Kingstone right now, Tato. He has good army now.
Yeah, like Kingstone has even higher, better KD now.
Wow.
Like, he kinda throw his crossbows. He was doing good damage, and then he overextended a little bit there. And as I said, like he needs the crossbow to deal with the camels, but now he doesn't have crossbow.
Oh wow. Well, he's gonna make probably more monks. He has 3 monks, 7 knights. Those knights got bloodlines +1 and +2 because they have 2 relics. Isn't this awkward position now for DauT?
I think he's fine as long as he, like, Kingstone doesn't die for his economy. He's fine because he will have 3 relics and he has better boom. He knows that he has a lead here.
I love that TC he's doing. Look at the TC he's doing, Tato.
Super Bua TC almost.
Yeah. Oh, you remember, man? Oh my God! Look at the TikTok. Remember those times? Yeah, man. It's like a Bua TC, man. Like a Bua TC. We need to play those towers scenarios that we were playing back in the day. What the hell?
Nice.
They were very nice. Okay, but let's focus because we start to talk and we look too old, Mr. Tatito. Oh my God. Anyway, look at those camels coming. So many knights and the monks as well. He's going to convert. He has to convert some camels, but this game right now can snowball if DauT is doing a bad micro with the army he has with camels and crows with the ballistic. He has to be really careful, Tato.
Yeah, he needs to wait for +2, maybe at another stable, and he's doing now.
Oh wow!
It was like perfect timing, and now he will just play like he can overrun him with +2 knight and
yeah, +2 armor and +3 attack. So it's very strong knight. Also, as you mentioned, look at the farming: 28 farmers for DauT, 13 farmers for Kingstone. He's coming now with so many knights. Those camels are not enough now. He has not a single upgrade in those camels, Tato.
Yeah, those camels are not a threat. And also, like, Kingstone is adding stables, but he doesn't have the food to produce for all the TCs and the stables. So I don't think that's gonna be really important at this moment.
Okay. Well, DauT, I mean, DauT likes these kind of games also, Tato. He likes to have not being really attack at home, 3-4 TCs with a crazy boom, and then going for expanding, right?
Yeah, free monk.
Yeah, he's gonna take it. Got it. Okay.
He can jump on the crossbow now, as well.
He could take it. He could go with the knights and kill all. He could kill all.
Yeah, he can. And when the big ball, like the big mass of crossbow is gone, he knows he's fully on the much better spot.
He's converted the camel. I hate these kind of things. Why now he's converted, but sometimes, you know, that random time with the monks, sometimes 2 seconds, sometimes 10. Oh, so annoying, really annoying. But okay, he's still trying to hold this situation. But DauT is now with 12 villages more. And it's true that he has no wheelbarrow and not even bozo. Like, missing some economy upgrades, some important economy upgrades here, DauT.
Yeah, he definitely is. He probably even forgot about them, but he needs to do like a really good engage. The thing now is like DauT is completely safe because Kingstone cannot move out. Because if Kingstone moves out from the base, he will just get destroyed by DauT's army. So DauT kinda, in my opinion, has the map control, and it's the moment to start moving more villages on the stone and try to get castles on good spots on the map. Like there's a forward hill in front of his base where there's a gold and a stone, so I would like to control that one if I was out.
Okay. I didn't notice because I have almost all the alerts off. Thank you so much for Hera for the raid, and welcome to Hera and viewers from Hera's channel. We're watching the first game between DauT and Kingstone, and Tatito is the co-caster. Yes, watching his teammate see if he's gonna be able to dominate. Now this is a good battle for DauT or not, because there's now more and more camels, and these camels without upgrade still, but with covering with the crossbows, they can be dangerous DauT here.
I have to say that Kingstone is really a really good job at defending the crossbow from the knights with the camels and crossbow army. He's doing a really good moves, and DauT is now doing the right move because Kingstone needs to have the camels with the crossbow, and he's like spreading the knights and raiding on different spots, and that's really huge.
Yeah, but the problem is that he's also multitasking, okay, except this TC now that he's not moving, and having Ballistic and Botkin, those knights are still dying.
Ooh. Yeah, they still die, but like DauT, he knows that he has the eco-lead, so forcing the idle time is already huge. Even if he loses like 2-3 knights, but he still has like 1 minute of idle TC there, because he has to garrison 15 meters. That's already like a lot of resources lost for Kingstone.
Okay. We can see here now he's defending still with those. It's true, Tato, that these crossbows is pretty much the crossbow from the start. He's not losing them, man. He's keeping them alive the whole game.
Yeah. He's doing a really good job, Kingstone.
Well, so imagine if he did a better approach maybe in the start, you know, because population-wise is almost the same. Kingstone is playing really well with the micro. He has now 4 town centers as DauT. He's sending the camels here, Kronos, and as you were talking before, Kingstone play all the time Arabia, so he's not gonna feel here like, okay, I have to find what to do, what the strategy to do. It's the good thing, you know, like here, in theory, the distance are closer between the players.
Yeah, for sure. Like if it was another more hybrid map, I would favor DauT a bit more. But on Arabia, as I say, like the skill level is super close. So.
Okay, let's see now.
Is a lot important.
Okay.
DauT is raiding on the left side as well, and he's raiding on the right side. And he's bringing another relic, the fourth one. So this is huge as well.
Wow.
Because he will have +5 attack soon. And those camels from he doesn't even have bloodline. So I think actually he could take the fight. I think he wins. He's a bit scared, but upgrade-wise, he should destroy those camels.
It's true that those are Hindustani's camels plus 25% attack, but as you mentioned, he's taking the battle and he need to go back because those knights are now +6. Tato. +6, not +5 anymore. Oh man. Well, they are okay, right?
They are pretty decent. But the most important thing here is like DauT is not killing too many villagers, but he's killing enough to keep Kingstone inside the base. And look at the work efficient. Like Kingstone is always under 60 because he needs to garrison left and right. So the economy, like the score, is close because he's getting kills. But the damage DauT is doing on the economy is really big.
And now look at the farming he has now. 62 farmer. You know, 62 farmers while he's attacking with all the units. He's coming with 30 knights. He has 133 villages. It's crazy how Kingstone is still with 123 villages and he's getting raided. So, yeah, I mean, both are playing, in my opinion, a good game.
Yeah, I think it's a solid game from both. It's just like the strategy-wise, DauT knew how to punish Kingstone and he didn't let him to come back, right?
But Tato, this is usually the important moments in the games because DauT always with the DauT castle. It's gonna be a DauT castle. It seems solid because he has a lot of knights +6. He's now converting 1 camel, coming with the camels and crossbows. But man, those knights are tanky. He can't lose those knights, Tato.
I think he will destroy this battle and that castle is huge. Let's see if he blocks the crossbow. Oh. Not too bad.
But, man, But a game with DauT and not a DauT castle is not the same, Tato. I mean, feels awkward. GG Cole with the castle. Just the opposite. GG. And DauT, an amazing gameplay. He did the damage in the start. It was looking at that he lost some, but he plays so solid here. And just look how the APM is not the most important at it. 91 APM for Kingstone, 67 for DauT. Who cares about APM anymore?
Yeah, I have to say that DauT's keyboard is like a big next to his APM, so otherwise he would be 200.
But why he don't change?
Because he's in love with it.
He's used it. Okay. The keyboard is from
some times
or something. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not joking. It's from 2000 or something.
Oh my god. Okay. 96, 85 kills. Economy. Well, DauT economy. 9,000 resources more in total. Was pretty sick. Well, was really pretty sick. 6,000. 6 is more in total. Sorry. And well, pretty solid game here by both, I would say. But you think then it was the start what makes this game going one way or another?
Yeah, for sure. I think like the scout play was a bit weird. Like the scout position also. The stable position, sorry. But like DauT, if DauT open scout as well, I think, as I said, like I think Kingstone will have been more than fine. But the fact that DauT open range, when he saw that, well, I'm not sure if he saw by the time that he decided to go range, I didn't know if he already scouted the berries, but he knew that he could punish that big time, and he did it.
I forgot to put an overlay, Tato, something that I'm going to put now, but do you know the percentage of win with DauT against Kingstone? In total.
No.
You know, total. Kingstone win more than DauT.
But is in tournaments or is like rank games?
Total. In the whole games the last two patch, in the current patch and the previous one.
Okay. You know? But it's like ranked then, no? It's not all tournaments.
Ranked. Okay. All the matchups between them, you know, in ranked games, you know.
What is the percentage?
Ranked games, we know it's not the same. But well, if there is a 80-20 for some players, you know that, okay. But what I mean is that, they are close. But we also know that the ranked games is definitely not the same. And DauT in ranked games, well, he troll a lot also. It's not the same. But still, it matters a lot if the difference is really big. In this one, is 47% the wins DauT against Kingstone.
That's pretty even.
Yeah, pretty even. Next game is about to start, and we have already the civilizations. Civilizations, DauT Britons, Kingstone, Malay. Are you gonna explain me and the viewers why Malay is being picked all the time now?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. Because now the meta that we are having with the super fast opening, like having 2 extra abilities is bigger, right? Because if you go up with 26, like in the old times, so you were up with 23, and I was up with 21, like it's like 10% more villages for you. But now if I go up with 17 and you go up with 19, it's a bit more, like the difference. As we have less villagers, the 2 extra villagers that you have by going up is bigger, have bigger impact in my opinion. And also the fact that you can have the free armor upgrade is huge, because the militias now, they can even, like, you don't need mana time. Like, militias are really super strong against villagers. They don't die, so they are really annoying. And those combined, I think this makes Melee super scary to play against.
Okay, you have seen how DauT is, I don't know how to even say this in English, you know. Es un hombre de costumbres. Let's see if someone can help in the chat how to say that, because he don't like to play with light in the room. I mean, we want to have cameras live. Look at his camera. You see, man of habit. Yes, exactly. Like the keyboard, dark. You know, he want to hit. So what I'm talking is like, do you think that all these things, for example, when he also performs in LAN events and so on, this can affect then him even more than other players? Maybe you are used to some stuff, and you need to play like this all the time. What do you think about that?
Yeah, for sure. Everything counts. Even if it's like a small detail, if you sum up all of them, it can be a big part of your performance.
Okay. We're guys in game number 2, and we focus now in the Kingstone as a red in the north, DauT as a blue. In the south, Breton civilization that has not been used a lot for several reasons, mostly because it's been banned a lot, but they have been slightly nerfed. Is that a lot of nerf with the last patch that, well, basically the bonus, it has been reduced at 50%?
I didn't do the math, but I guess it hurts a little bit. But still, I think they are super solid because like the ship bonus now on this meta helps a lot to go up faster. Like you can do 17 pop-up or 18 pop-up, and you can have that slightly edge. So we'll see. Still, Britons are really dangerous.
Okay. So you prefer here Britons over Malay?
I think if the map is open, I prefer Britons.
Because of the range, I believe, no?
Yeah, because you can play more aggressive and harass.
Okay. And then Kingstone. Let's check the maps, DauT. He has one wood on the left, that is where he's located now, the lumber camp. One goal at the back, but on the hill. The other stone not so far from that one, but farther from the town center. And then the berries are in front, close to 2 woodlands. What do you think about Kingstone map?
I say like the goal is like a bit spoiled, but it's at the back, so it's totally fine. And the berries, he has those 2 woodlands that they are like kind of making them safe. So I think Kingstone map is all right. I will say like I wouldn't be too unhappy with it.
Okay, till now, Malay open mena terms in 38% of the 1v1 games when they use Malay. So very low, not having mena terms. When you have also that armor. This is a statistic, pure statistics, you know? Of course, it counts the qualifiers. That, you know, is not the best. Maybe the data is going to change for the next week quite a lot, right?
Well, I think mena terms is going to be harder to play with Malay. I will say that with Malay we will see more the 2 militia pre-mill drash. Oh, Kingstone!
He's gonna save it?
Yeah.
Oh, he saved it in the last second. Yeah, I was there. I was listening you, but there in the elephant.
Okay, so as I said, like I think Malay you will see more like 2 militia drash pre-mill, or the other option will be like going like up with barrack and do the 2 militia with the super fast uptime. We have seen a lot.
Okay. We see now again, probably, exactly, the up with the barrack, no mill, one more time, Mr. DauT. And as you were talking, he's pushing all the ostrich. The ostrich are farther in this edition, in this map, but even like that, you guys managed to push this quite fast, man. Because DauT is going to have in 5-6 minutes already under the TC. Taking now the last elephant and going to go up again, what, 19 population? Pretty much.
Yeah. I think actually the elephant is a bit late. I think DauT is a bit late with the hunt, but I think this is still fine because he will do the 2 militia, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even many times, but let's see.
Okay, he's pushing the last zero. Ooh, the last zero is going back, but I think he's going to have the resources to go up, yes. Well, and with Malay, even if he's now just luring the elephant, thanks to the Malay bonus, doesn't matter. He's going to be up probably quicker than his opponent with more villages, like it happens almost all the time.
Seems like he wants to go up with 21, so he will be... No, 20, so they will be more or less the same time.
Okay. Well, sometimes it's awkward, right? Because you go up that fast and it seems you don't have time, really, when you click to collect resources. Maybe you are up and you don't have economy to make the buildings. He's doing now a second lumber camp. Okay.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
So that means it's not going to be many attempts from him. It may be straight archers, actually. Or maybe he plays skirmishers. But I will say that it's a bit too risky, in my opinion.
Even more when you have the +1 armor for free. Like, I don't know. It's not using the bonus. No, he's not going to have. I mean, he's doing now the barrack. Look how fast it is, the uptime. Okay, 2 villages on goal. Ooh. Okay, he's exploring now everything. I'm going to Kingstone point of view. And he see already the carpet, he see the deer, he see the house, so he knows where DauT is. Well, obviously DauT knows as well, and he's already going with the 2 militias. Yes, the mill, but no village on the berries. So, let's see where DauT is going to go, because he's not going to the berries. Why he's not going to the berries, Tato? He prefers to find the woodline?
I think he scouted that he only had 1 million. And something important is that Kingstone didn't see the barrack until too late. Oh, maybe he saw the militias now? Yeah, he saw it. He saw them.
Yeah.
That was a bit lucky for him, that the militia, because DauT was trying to dodge the line of sight. Well, no, now he's not doing that anymore. He was trying to go all around to surprise on the woodland. I think that would have been the right move, but he went too close to the relative range.
Okay, well, he cannot do any damage. He wallet everything. Now he's gonna go with the archers. But the thing is, he's not even mining gold, Tato, so archers might go skirmishes. Yeah.
He will start with skirmishes, yeah.
Okay. Is that okay? I mean, he's facing Britons and he's gonna come archers, so I believe it's okay.
It is okay to start, but that means that your opponent is completely safe at home, right? Like if my opponent is open in range, skirmishes, I'm not scared at home. I will be lucky. Then I don't have to wall early. So DauT probably he's like, okay, I don't have to wall right now, so I can invest all my wood into like farming, fletching, and he can try to punish that. Let's see if he does.
Check this data here. Of course, it's still small data, but qualifiers also I think with players that have used the map, and Britons win 75% in this matchup.
That's a lot, actually.
75% in this matchup. Of course, you never know if the qualifiers can be, I don't know, one super favorite against a weaker player, but still, we are talking about a 75%. It's not the same anymore. But yeah, it's all the games collected on this map. Okay, now we keep going and see how he's still staying on his hill. He's seeing that, okay, doing the blast with now, it's gonna be a full feudal approach because either of the players is really walling completely. Now it's more wall for Kingstone, but DauT, it's fully open, Tato.
DauT is fully open as he has had the aggression so far, so he knows that. I mean, he knew like 30 seconds ago that Kingstone army was at home, right? So he didn't feel the pressure to wall. And now he sees again the army, so he's like, okay, I'm fine at home. I don't need to worry that much. And we are missing the Blasphemy for player. No, Kingstone is already resisting fletching.
He's there. He's in between those houses. He's doing the fletching now. Both are doing the fletching. 38 population, 39, very close. Kingstone still have the 2 village lead, 2 village lead. Yeah, because of Malay, and he's still holding. I mean, if he keep controlling the army as he controlled in the previous game, this can be a very close one because we saw how he controlled the army, and now the approach he's doing is the right one. It's not like when he did the scout, right? So this can be a close long game because how you gonna make damage right now? Both has similar army, more for DauT again, but mainly it's skirmishes, and when you have that many skirms. He lost the scout, that's huge.
That's huge. I'm more for DauT. He's a player that he relies a lot on the scouting to make the right calls.
Okay.
So I think he won't be too happy about that.
Okay, he's gonna take the militias now. Militias is going to be down. Shouldn't stay there that much. Many skirmishers. Is the +1 armor now worthy, or do you want to avoid it in Feudal Age?
I will say that it's not that important. Because you want to do the armor when your opponent is mainly archers, when it will make a bigger difference. Oh, and this time, the market race have been won by Kingstone. I think he saw the last game, he was a bit late, and he said, no, this time, DauT, I know you love it, and I will be faster.
For those people that is new in the channel, but not only in the channel, in the game, when you do the market faster than your opponent, what it makes is that if your opponent is gonna make the market later, the tax is gonna be higher. So the trade is much worse. Basically,
Not that much worse, but it's
but
slightly worse. Yeah, yeah, it's worse. If you lose
it's getting
maybe
worse.
like
Yeah, it's getting worse later in the
34%.
game, not that early.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah. Because you don't sell that many resources.
Okay. Okay, he's doing the armor. So he's doing the armor here. Man, he has the same army now for both players, the amount of army. He still keep the scout alive. When the scout is that low HP, isn't it almost better just to explore everything and keep away from the fights? Or even auto-scout?
Yeah. Oh, the scout is the way.
You do it?
Is the way.
Tatito,
This
you are
low
an
HP,
auto-scout
I
player? What?
For sure.
Auto everything, man. Aye, aye, aye. Tatito, clip it, guys. Clip it.
Look at that now, man. He's like, oh, I need to rush the market. I forgot. And he's in 3 layers.
With 3 villages, you know? And he's late already because he sell already the resources. Okay.
Yeah, I keep know that Kingstone has sold already, right?
Yeah.
Because you can see on the rates that
On the prices, yes, you see already, yeah.
yeah, you see on the price that he's like 18, and he will I'm slower.
I'm late now. But even like that, you check the resources and now DauT is about to go up. But it's not a super big deal because of Malay. Because Malay will be slower, okay. But when he gather the resources, he will catch up like a minute. So, can it still be okay? We'll see. Skirmishes is gonna take the archers.
We're an important moment on DauT Bay. Let's see if he reacts. Kingstone is forcing to micro. He doesn't react. Oh boy. Really nice
This
move
is
by
terrible.
Kingstone.
This is terrible, but
really a game move, basically. Oh, bot. And that will be low shit.
oh man.
Oh, this is a disaster.
Why is gonna take
Really
how
nice
many?
move.
2 villages down. This is, I mean, he did the counter attack exactly at the same time that he was attacking. Now he has to delete the house. 5 villages behind. Look at the army numbers. This is huge, as you mentioned, Tatot. It's huge. How many villages he's losing? 4 villages. And the idle time.
And the idle time, yeah. The working efficient now is really bad for DauT.
Yeah, look at the bottom right corner, guys. 45%. Losing more
Another one.
villages.
Yeah. And another one. Oh, and another. Yeah.
He's losing 7 villages against 5 archers? 6 archers? But now he's diving. He's diving in with the skirmish. He's trying to do the same, and he's gonna lose everything probably. And if he's not losing, it doesn't matter because it's a skirmishers. Oh
Yeah, the
man!
skirmishes are not that scary, right? Kingstone is like, okay, you can stay there, and I will wait for my.
But you smile all the time, man. Such a troller, these GL members. Okay, at least skirmishes here. Okay, and what is the average? What is the average to be castless? On average, players resets castless at 18 minutes and 37 seconds on KOTD5 Arabia. Wow, that's the average till now. 18-minute castlage. Well, they are late in this one. 21. They are late.
Yeah, they are. That's actually really fast, like 18 minutes. What the hell? I like what Kingstone did here, though.
DauT is 11 villages behind, 10 villages behind. What he can do now? Full 1 TC, double stable.
What is Kingstone doing? Yeah. He was moving again. Never mind.
Stable.
But Kingstone, he tried to reset elite skirmishes and he cancelled it. But he has the scout. DauT needs to snipe the scout before he shows the stable. Oh no, he saw one stable.
He saw both.
He saw the second stable. Oh,
he saw both.
Now monastery, insta monastery. Perfect reaction.
Look at this. Insta monastery. Huge. That's sick. That's really sick. Well, he canceled the least skirmishes to make the second TC, I believe. You know, to go for the economy. He's coming now with the knights and the skirmishes. What you should do now if you are DauT? Extra TCs or even siege workshop forward?
I think you need to go all in, right? You will never catch up if you try to get the economy.
Yeah, even if you are Britons that are cheaper TCs, but doesn't matter, it has lost a lot of villages.
Yeah, like now DauT would love to have those skirmishes, to be honest. The ones that he died in, those will help.
Okay. Well, it's true that the army Kingstone have right now is not really scary. I mean, this army, if he's microing properly, his few skirmishes is coming with another knight. He doesn't have yet the monks. He's gonna have 1 monk. He's gonna wall, but it's true that he's also nice and schemes. If he's walling all, he's also okay. Oh, but he can make some chaos with the knights. Gonna kill some
He
villagers or not?
doesn't even have the +2 actually. Oh, the knight!
Oh, the knight, DauT! Just
That was
passing.
huge.
Yeah, he could have killed it, and now he converted, and now he's gonna save the monk, which is huge.
He
Oh,
loses
wow.
tonight. Oh god. That was actually that could have been combat potential if he's knight and monk.
Okay, he's gonna kill a villager there. He's gonna take it. It's still with the skirmish, he's still doing some damage. I mean, the strategy he's doing now, DauT, is the right call. You just need to have a perfect execution, right?
Yeah. Like the strategy is the right. I would like to have a Seed Workshop now, following this.
Yeah, he's still going all in knights. But he buy a stone. He's not going siege workshop. Then he's doing TCs. All right.
Oh, you know, the thing is like DauT, like he doesn't see any other TCs there, right? So
That's
he might
true.
think that Kingstone is one TC. So that probably made him change his mind. But Kingstone had the second TC outside.
Yeah, far from the action, which is very smart because then you are... Yeah, he needs to explore. Imagine if he got that scout that he lost, right? I mean,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
can do another. He can do another, but now you are not thinking on that, right? You are full focus on trying to go full aggressive. Right is straight to take your opponent, but he's still with the monks. If he oh my god, he's converting more knights, but he's still raiding. The good thing here is that efficiency for Kingstone is being so low. Now he's doing the Tone Center. He's gonna convert another one, but the knights are also here. He's still killing some villages, and well, he's still killing a lot of villages. Tato, is this a no to come back?
He's looking okay now. At least I prefer his position now than he was like 5 minutes ago. Because he's playing quite aggressive. And now he's doing the crossbow transition. I really like that actually.
Yeah, and he has the app, even with those conversions. If he has played a little bit better with against the monks, he still have 10 knights, you know? 10 and he's coming again. Oh my god, it's...
Like
Very
the working
aggressive.
efficiency, as you said, like Kingstone has more villages, but they are not working.
Yeah, they're idle all the time. But
he needs to
the
convert-
knight,
let's see that
the
conversion.
knight! Oh,
No!
he did it! Well, but he's gonna kill 2 monks. Well, it's okay. He converted 1 only. He could have converted 2. And he's still raiding. Now he's only 8 villages different. The knights keep raiding. He's gonna try to do the job. He still need to take the lumberjacks, but Tato, the score is kinda tricky now. I see the KD 44-44, and as we're talking, the efficiency is awful. 40% for Kingstone, while DauT 75%, and it's only 7 villages different now.
It's only 7 villagers different, and DauT doesn't seem to want to stop the aggression here. Ballistic is huge here though. I would like to see the +2 as well from Kingstone. I think he needs that one.
Oh wow, he killed
But
it.
ballistic will be really good to
For the TCs
end with the
also,
raid. Yeah, for the TCs.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Like,
DauT
imagine
is
if
doing...
DauT had a Seed Workshop there. That would be great actually.
Yeah, but DauT is doing already the 4 Tone Center, so he's catching up, man. Look at DauT, 4 villages behind only, and now with 4 Tone Centers, he's gonna be I think DauT is playing now great, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I think he has played great the whole game, but Kingstone did
Yeah.
a really nice move there.
Yeah, he didn't see
It was
that
not like
aggression.
DauT made a mistake. It was like it was more like a great move by Kingstone.
Yeah, and now he's still raiding. Look at now the Echo KD. It was 0-7. Look at now, Tato. 8-7 and all the idle time. Crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
and DauT has stopped the night production completely, and he's
To
moving
switch.
40 Cs and preparing this crossbow switch.
Oh, wow. Do you think now it's worth it also to make University and Ballistic, or is too much? He cannot afford it yet.
I think it's too early to do ballistic because he needs to. Probably he wants first to have enough farms to keep the village production, and then he will probably have that on mind. He doesn't even have +2, so.
Okay. He still didn't see the third TC. It would have been nice if he could raid, because that TC is working efficient. It's the only economy that is working efficiently all the time, you know? Okay.
Yeah.
And now
for
he's
sure.
coming.
Now he's there. What?
And now both are
was
coming. It's
confused.
still with the ballistic, but fletching only. And now those archers from DauT got extra range because of the Britons, so those archers shouldn't be a big deal, but he has to notice because he's coming with more.
DauT is back
Oh,
in the
man.
game. It's completely even game now.
Let's see now. The archers are coming here. Ballistic gonna do the job. He has to be careful and don't lose all the advantage that he recovered. He lost another 2 villages, but now he's going with the crossbows. The difference have... Oh, he's taking another also on Kingstone base. 94 population, 100 population. As you mentioned, super even. 5-tone center. DauT. This is number 5. Man, seriously, man.
He's
Such a boomer, man. Boomer in every sense of that meaning, you know. Boomer, boomer, boomer. You know what I meant, Tatito? Oh my god.
I mean, I know how DauT brain works, and it's like, okay, I can do a minicamp that is 100 wood, but that is like 175, and I can build more villages. Why would I do a minicamp? And he has his point.
Yeah. He's ahead in villages in a moment, DauT. How is possible? Seriously. I mean...
5 TCs? that's the...
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has been Kingstone with wheelbarrow for a long time. He's now doing wheelbarrow, DauT, and Bozo. So he is still ahead Kingstone, I would say. And we have to remember about the Malay. If he's reaching also Imperial faster, he has to be careful because potentially can be also with bombard cannons. And well, let's see, because now those crossbows. Is he gonna lose those crossbows now? Okay.
And DauT knows that Kingstone. I guess he knows that Kingstone have ballistic, so I think it's a mistake moving out now until he has ballistic, because he won't have good threats.
Yeah, it's crazy the boom is doing now, but definitely Kingstone will be up to Imperial faster, DauT. I don't know what you think. I mean, look at the resources, it's floating, but he's killing more villages, man. He's gonna kill another. He's doing ballistic now. He's having ballistic. Sending a diagonal. And now I think he's gonna find the other TC on the right. Yeah.
And he will be... Oh, okay. Now he will uninstall other things. I believe.
Yeah. You see a farmer. No, but it's not going up. He's doing now more army. He's even... What is he doing? That's a knight converted. It's not knight on his own. Okay. Trying to make some...
Yeah, that was knight.
Yeah, but he's gonna go up to Imperial. He's gonna go up to Imperial in a moment. Malay transition to him gonna be scary for sure. DauT is not gonna be too far because now he has a lot of farms, but the timing, Tatito, the momentum, like I like to say it, is now for the Mexican player.
For sure. Like the uptime, like he will reach 4 minutes earlier Imperial than DauT. So
yeah.
Let's see how he managed that advantage, because DauT economy like will kick in soon and it will be actually scary.
He's going to convert. He's not going to convert now. There is a man also. Oh, the crossbows! Don't lose the crossbows. Okay, he has also to delay any potential situation forward. Get and take the village. He's coming now with mangonel, crossbows, knights. Resources for DauT, as you were talking, are starting to shine. 41 farmers, and he's on the way to Imperial right now. If it wasn't because of the Malay bonus, it's almost the same time, DauT.
Indeed. He's sniping the siege water, that's huge. He's sniping all the crossbow.
And the village forward as well.
I would like DauT to take into skirmishes now as well. Because he can play skirmishes like up, and that would be huge.
Well, for now he's doing knights. Crossbows and knights. Doesn't sound terrible either. But for Kingstone, that he has no stone yet to make a castle or a castle forward. But now, military numbers is similar, and the value of that army seems to be stronger, at least for capture age. It's more expensive, that army. Well, he has mangonels, knights, and crossbows, all gold units. More expensive.
Yeah, I would like to see more production from DauT now. Let's see what he's planning to do.
You know how DauT changed the meta, because in Kingdom Desert 5, Britons only go with like 2 TCs on average. DauT has 5.
you have to catch up.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, he wants to change. He wants to change. You know the meta. But look this.
The fact that DauT is doing a 6-1.
Seriously? What? 6 stone sentence, man. Are you for real, man? Handcard, chain barding armor, and he's starting to get the map control. DauT is playing super aggressive.
I like how DauT is playing after he lost the... I think he's playing nearly perfect after he lost the
villagers.
The villagers.
Until the sneaky archer, right? He's just playing amazing. Really. Okay.
He's even taking into probably even +4 light caps before anything.
Okay, let's see if he's gonna do that. With 6 stone centers, with a castle on top of that hill. I think he's gonna have economy. I don't know what you think. You know?
It looks like that, at least. Looks promising.
Yeah, okay, the nice light caps, crossbows. Let's see, because still, Kingstone has the timing. He has now the upgrades. He has the +3 chemistry, thumbering, all the upgrades, and he's coming with a castle forward. But DauT is gonna be ready with a castle there. I don't know if this is a good castle. I mean, in theory it is, but isn't too greedy knowing that your opponent is already in Imperial, and now you see that the castle... No, is removing. Yeah. If not, it's impossible. And as you mentioned, DauT, on point, man. +4 plate barding armor. Makes sense, right?
Yeah, before even, like, arbalest. But I would like to have more stables then.
Yeah, look at his economy, man. 53 farmers, 1,000 food. He's doing skirmishes as well. He's gonna do all the upgrades, arbalest as well too. And now, I mean, when you are against Britons, and then you are going to go pikes with Malay, you know that you are in a bad position. In my opinion. Like...
It's playing full trash, right?
Yeah.
I think it's not too bad, but he needs to... I think Kingstone needs the relics. He needs to bring this to the Super Legend. Where he can do... Like, his only chance now, I think, is like DauT runs out of gold. And then he has the 200 Swordman.
Okay. Yeah, but for that is... I mean, DauT need to play really poorly from now, because he has to have good resources. He also has 1 relic. I don't know if he's gonna take even more, because he's doing outposts on the left. And here we are with the light caps. All those arbalests are going to be fully upgraded soon. He's doing chemistry and military numbers and population. DauT 200 population. He's gonna see that castle. Man, he's gonna control all the map. He's going to the right. It's all over, DauT.
Yeah, that castle shouldn't go up. I think it will go up, right? But you will get some...
He's there with the arbalests, man. Those arbalests are DauT 10 range.
Snipers.
Yeah, he can kill them. I mean, maybe he's doing, but he still have a trap already.
Yeah, he will lose. Yeah, he will lose a lot. But he should go up.
Yeah. It's so many villages. Yeah, well, and he's with the hill. Maybe he's gonna be able to hold that situation. But remember that he was in early castle age. Because if you are in middle castle age, 10 villages behind, when you have already set up an economy, it doesn't matter that much. But in super early castle age, he was 10 villages behind. 10, 11 villages behind. That's crazy.
And now there's a range helps here a lot against the Malay arbalest. So. Ooh, there's a cannon already here.
Bombard cannons, yeah, but those bombard cannons, if DauT pay attention, they will be down. You need to kill it. He's gonna be able to kill it or not? You have to kill it. The trebuchet are not yet Werewolf. Oh boy, no Werewolf trebuchet. He's doing another castle on the left, but good army here for Kingstone. I mean, good amount of army, DauT.
Yeah, really good army, and he has also like DauT is okay. Now he has chemistry. Werewolf will be amazing. Okay, Kingstone is preparing the 200 Swordman switch.
He's gonna do that, but he needs the upgrade. Yeah, need forced levy, need the upgrade, Tatito. He's not doing yet. Okay, he's inside now with those 2 villages, and gonna make what? Another castle forward. DauT, look at on the left, DauT. He's going forward to make another castle, probably. The hell?
He's going to make another castle. But he wants to control all that. I think that side actually is more important than the one on the right, because there's 2 gold there.
Yeah. One.
On this one there is a small stone. Yeah, the stone is on the right side, and the gold is on the left side.
And the castle is still alive because of the hill. He has to be careful. DauT, similar army. The cannons are coming. You have to kill that cannon. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it. He has also a few light caps inside raiding. The villages are well, idle on the left, he's gonna make, but he lost quite a lot of army on the right. But he's spamming now a lot of Lycas, DauT, a lot of Lycas. Those are +4, and with those Lycas, I think he can clean that army.
At least he should clean the cannon. It's the most important. Oh,
but the castle is down. Yeah. The castle is down. There's a lot of army here, both with almost 200 population. He wanted to make a stable inside his base, DauT, but DauT has a sick economy. This is Geoman, so those arbalists are now 11 range, and this is a domination, Mr. DauT, honestly.
It's a really good combat from DauT.
Yeah.
It's not easy what he has done this game too.
Definitely is not, because the thing is, you have to execute, but also to take the right call, because we're watching all visible DauT, but he's not. So he doesn't know exactly 100% how is the situation in the game, and then he went double stable, full aggro, and when he raided the node, he started to make theses. The perfect one.
And the funny thing is that maybe if he spot the second TC, he would have gone like one full only one TC, and maybe would haven't worked.
Yeah.
But in this case, he didn't see the second TC of Kingstone, and he was, maybe he's one TC, I can catch up in the turn now. And it worked out.
Well, the crazy thing is that with all this battle, Kingstone is still 200 population, man. What the hell? He's still 200 pop all the game. Amazing play by him too.
Yeah, they are playing both, I think, really good this whole series. But now Keystone, that castle on the hill is huge. He's losing one of his goals, so he will run out of gold soon. And also he's been raided on the wood line on the right side, so he will be out of wood soon actually.
Yeah, and the trebuchets are already Werewolf. Okay. Yeah, 60 farmers, 28 on gold, 21 on wood. They're still killing quite a lot. I would love to see Lombos because we don't see them too often, sadly. But JJ Cole, crazy comeback here by DauT. Amazing comeback. DauT, I mean, really nice game by the Lord. Seriously,
really solid.
Really nice.
We have to say that Kingstone, he did a really good move there because that was not as simple as, okay, I will send the archers there and see if they go through. Because at the same time, he forced DauT to micro on the north, right? So the archers, like, you can see the moment, like DauT was micron, and then DauT couldn't see the archers, and Kingstone kind of gave those skirmishes so he could get in. Because DauT also, he got some skirmishes at home, but he sent them to kill the army, and Kingstone, at the moment, is okay, now it's inside. So that was really sick move.
And what about the 6-stone center? 6-stone
I
center.
told you that's how he breaks works. Like, why would you do a Lammer camp if for a little bit more you have a TC that gives protection and you can make villagers?
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes it's not even. Sometimes it's not even to make more villages. It's like, as you mentioned, to secure resources.
Yeah, protection and villagers. Yeah, both.
Okay. Well, let's keep going, guys, with game number 2. Game number 3. Sorry, civilizations is still. I mean, if we think Kingstone has used his first 2 picks, while DauT didn't. Look at the draft. Hindustan is Malay. Hindustan is Malay for Kingstone, while Portuguese Mayans. So
and DauT haven't used any of the 3 strongest cities in my opinion. He has Byzantine, Mayans, and Portuguese, and those are really scary.
Okay, how you have seen Tatito, the Lord, the first 2 games? Because he has got some in previous editions, not only in this tournament. Like, you start bad and then you are kind of snowball during the tournament. Winning the first series in a group stage is also super important, no, Tato?
Yeah, for sure. Like, always having a good start helps. Because you know that if like you have to lose 2 times and losing the first one is like a lot of pressure. But once you are 1-0, the tournament has started, you are already there. It makes even easier. Like, you don't have pressure on the second series.
And now the pressure is that I am in the game. Mayans Tatars. That's bring him
a couple of times.
Yeah, that matchup bring him some good memories. You remember Mayans Tatars, right?
And not too win as well.
Which one was not too good?
And in the Grand Melee, he lost against Leary the last game. He was Tatars and Leary was Mayans.
Ah, well, that's true. Well, but he
he
will
won the
remember
belt,
always.
right?
He will remember always the other anyway. You know.
He won't remember that one.
He will always tell you, "I won that one." You know, I won that one, and then you will tell, "I won Legacy." So he cannot troll you. He cannot troll you, right?
He cannot troll me anymore.
Yeah, anymore. That means he trolled you a lot, right?
Well, he has trolled us a lot of time with that. The first bootcamp on Red Bull, when he was the only champion, and they gave him the teaser with because we only had the GL, and he had the Red Bull logo because he was the only winner from us. He was trash talking a lot. A lot.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it, you know? I can't believe it. Anyway, guys, you can see how he put the headphones. DauT. That is gonna face Kingstone in 30 seconds. We're going to start game number 3, guys. Game number 3. That is gonna start in a moment. Hopefully you are enjoying with DauT and me co-casting. The last time we co-cast in English, I don't even remember. DauT.
I don't remember, but I think it was last year. But it was only one series, I believe. Yeah, it was only one series.
Okay. Are you sure?
It's weird to have two. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It feels a bit weird to have two Spanish.
It's fine. I mean, if people don't understand completely or they think, oh, I don't like the accent, well, it's what it is, you know. Kingstone as a red, Tatars in the south. DauT, Mayans, game number 3. DauT want to finish this quick because, you know, you get 2-0, then you give your opponent some confidence, right, DauT, and again 2-1, and when you are with the Mayans, you want to finish this because I don't know what you think here, Tatars or Mayans. I personally prefer the Mayans.
I prefer the Mayans, but it's true that Tatars is not too bad against them, I would say.
Okay, why not?
They have K6 that can is really solid against almost like against Eagles and Archers, right? So that kind of neglects, and you're kind of forced to go halves, and like you have like heavy Cavarsis that are really sick against that as well. So I would say that Tatars is one of the solid options as well here.
Okay, but do you think that DauT is gonna try to go for the late game here? Because I'm smelling the market from minute 0.
I'm really surprised if he does the market before the range even.
But now DauT, I don't know if you have the channel in the second monitor. I'm gonna show you one statistic. Look at the statistics. Tatar versus Mayans is the 3rd worst matchup for Tatars with a 63% loss rate in pro 1v1 games.
I mean, to be fair, I guess Mayans is really good against all the shifts.
That's true. Yeah, but this is the 3rd worst matchup in statistics. This is the whole statistics with all the data that is there, you know? It's crazy. Yeah, obviously in ranked games, you know, ranked games. But this is the statistics, you know? Very cool. You know?
I wouldn't expect that much, but yeah, it makes sense still. I would prefer Mayans always.
Yeah. Okay. The maps. He has one wood in front and he went for that DauT and Tolkien. Berries at the back. The goal is close to this woodline. And then another wood in the north and a 3rd one on the right, but very far from the town center. Do you like this map for DauT?
I think it's alright. I mean, having the forward goal is maybe the worst thing for DauT when he's Mayans and he wants to use the market. Like in this case, I'm pretty sure he will prefer to have forward berries. But I think it's fine.
Okay.
I guess he will build a barrack in front of the wood there, so he can protect the gold, and he's not on range of the archers. I think that would make sense. And then he can wall like the 2 houses he has already, so he has that side protected. That's a way to play it. Also, something that I think DauT could. He's playing safe. Like I'm surprised that he didn't go too lame because, like, you have Mayans. Like the eagle is always really good to scout the enemy, and it's like you're against Tatars, right? It's like if you're against Britons, you want to take some sheep from him if possible. So I was surprised that DauT didn't want to go for that. I guess he feels like he's playing his game and not trying to force like and making mistakes. He should be in a better spot.
He's confident right now. He seems confident, right? So,
Yeah.
Kingstone map, wood on the left, with 2 villages, DauT, 2 villages on wood. He has pushed the DS already, and I feel that he's gonna go up 18 population because he has already in the queue the loom, and then he has 1 wood in the north over the mill, another wood line on the right, and then the gold and the stone at the back. I like his map.
His map is super solid. So Kingstone is doing like a scout build. It's pretty close to what he did with Hindustanis, I believe. He can wall between the 2 wood lines. He can do the barrack close to the house on the mill, and then the stable and wall to the north wood line. So he will have all that side protected, and then the goal at the back. I think Kingstone map is amazing.
It's very nice, and also there is some small hill, but most of the most important spots are also flat, so there's not a real problem there. We'll see what he's going to do. For now, DauT that is going up with 21 population, which is fine for the Mayans. Remember that they start with 1 villager more. He's going for gold. He's gonna do militias? Yes, he's doing militias. And DauT knows where his opponent is in a moment. He see the chop tree, and now he finds the land react. So he's gonna go directly to the wood.
Yeah, I think DauT will do many attempts if he sees that he's not mining gold.
Let's see if he's
kind of late
exploring.
on gold, I believe. So it might be 2 militias only.
But he's sending another. He's sending another on gold.
Yeah, maybe he's doing it. I think he might do many attempts. And it will be way stronger as Kingstone is probably opening the stable, right?
Shot it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's gonna find now the gold, DauT. So now he see that there's no gold miners. Zero.
yeah, no, so now he knows this is scouts.
And he's doing the 3rd militia. Let's go. He's going for the 3rd militia, you know?
He needs to be careful with the 3rd militia though, because the scout can kill it.
Oh, and the Lion King is doing damage. This is bad. This is really bad because basically he's losing 1 militia for nothing. That's really bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. DauT!
He was underhill. Oh god, he was downhill.
DauT is losing.
Wow.
He's almost losing 3. I mean, wow. He lost 2
was
militias.
downhill.
The other. DauT, that was disaster.
That was disaster, completely disaster actually.
Yeah, well, the scout is very low HP, but he lost 2 militias, 120 food and 40 gold for nothing. Basically, for nothing.
Yep.
Wow.
For
crazy.
41 HP of the scout. Not that much.
Okay, sorry, Tato, if for something. Okay.
Let's try to be positive here.
Yeah. Okay. The glass half empty or half full,
Not so
right?
HP.
Okay.
Yeah. Always half full.
All right. Thank you everyone for the support. Hopefully you enjoy with the stream. We are in King of the Desert edition number 5. We're gonna bring a lot of pros. You know, I know that you love to see the cast. Thank you so much, Tato, for coming. There's gonna be. Do you want that I'd say some names that are going to join during this week? And also, you know, Tato. Okay, I will give you names. NBL gonna join. Cito gonna join. Leary gonna join. Daniel gonna join. And more. You know, and more. So, you know, and next week,
Cool.
I have a big surprise for the next week. You want to know who is gonna join the next week? In an English casting? Mr. Yo.
Ooh.
Mr. Yo is gonna join
That's
the
probably
next
the
week.
first time, actually.
The first time ever, you know? And he's gonna join Mr. Yo with the casting, you know? And then, well, and more and more. Yeah, we will have Heracles casting. Well, everyone that want to come, they're welcome. Everyone is welcome. But now let's focus in the game because as you were talking, he's walling that area, but he has already the archery range with the skirmishers. Is the right call to make that early? Is doing the right thing here, DauT? Sorry, Kingstone?
Well, Kingstone is scared, right? He knows that the Dras is nothing, but he sees the range. He has scouted range and the flag is there. Also, DauT, he has done a really good job by scouting. He's letting the militia, the spearman around the goal to see he's coming for the goal. So, like now, he knows it's not goal, so he's full skirmishes because he has scouted the range. And he won't probably move out. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the market from DauT quite
Well,
cheap.
I mean, as soon as he gets the wood, you know, as soon as he gets the wood, he doesn't have the horse collar. How important is in this kind of situation don't have the horse collar for the Mayans? Because we see how Kingstone got it for the Tatars.
I don't think it's huge. And more because he won't have that many farms, right? He will probably use the market to go up, so I think it's actually a mistake to horse collar in this case.
Okay.
Because you want to get the timing. He's doing the blast before the market. This is not down.
It's still DauT, man. I'm checking the camera, Tato. I promise, But as you mentioned, okay. Well, he might do the fletching then. Of course, maybe it's a mind game. He's doing the blambis, but not doing the upgrades. And then he's doing the market now. It's a possibility. Okay, let's see. Yeah, but the Mayans is so dangerous, man.
Nice quiver from Kingstone.
Good move, but he's going with the skirmishers. Still not mining even gold. The problem here with the Mayans is that Mayans is gonna be a spamming army. It's gonna be annoying. He has 16 army already, and then he will reach also Castle Age faster, man.
Market.
Look at the market.
3 villages.
With 3 villages, Okay.
Did you see a market for Kingstone? No? It's like, I see the market.
No market now. Blastbit now. But in this one, in pretty much all the steps, is going a little bit behind here. Kingstone is doing the blastbit now. He's not mining gold till now. So DauT will now sell the stone, I believe, and buy food completely. Let's see. He's doing the fletching. 100%. There you go. Oh my god. Okay. But then, if he reaches Castle quicker, you think he's gonna go? Yeah, well, I shut up. He's doing already the barrack, so.
He's not hiding his plan.
Yeah.
He's not hiding his plan.
Yeah. He's okay. You can know what I'm going to do. I don't care. Now he's doing the market, but Tato is not hiding this plan because he knows how dangerous it is to still be this strategy, right?
But he's not even up. Like Kingstone is probably like, oh shit, he's up. And he's like, still like, look at Kingstone rushing the market as well. Like, oh, I need to go up because he's up. And still he's not up. Okay. Selling the stone, another one. Sending all the villages to gold. Ay.
Okay.
The mind game.
Well, they are going to go up similar time. Tatars has also the advantage that they get Thumbrin for free. Oh, he's doing the fletching now. Mistake or not?
Maybe he doesn't. I think he could have called without fletching. It's dangerous.
Yeah, because now this is delaying him to go castle. It's quite a lot. Well, now DauT. Well, not quite a lot. He's still using this market ban. I'm banning the market for the second week, Tato. I'm sorry.
Then DauT is not playing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Well, both are going up almost the same time. At the end, DauT has lost 4 units. Kingstone didn't lose yet a single unit. So both are doing exactly the same. But DauT with double the army, basically.
Yeah. DauT, okay. He has like the bar. Ooh, is he losing some eagles there? The armor is not coming. Okay.
I'm gonna give you statistics that you're gonna smile. You wanna see it? I'm popping up there.
Let's see.
Look at how many used out the market in KOTD5 till now.
Oh my god.
88% of the games. 88% of the games. I think he maybe didn't use, I don't know, in 1 game or 2 games? What is this, man?
Probably because he dropped or something and the game did finish in feudal.
Okay.
Otherwise it will be 100%.
Balancing the economy. Okay, eagles, skirmishes, archers. Let's see what he's going to do. Now we have
the step lancers, though.
Oh, good point, man. He's gonna make it.
About the step lancers. Yeah, he's going for the step lancers. He has way too many on gold, though. I guess he might want to buy some food, but he has too many on gold.
And what do you do against the lancer with the Mayans?
You need to do archers.
But he has 1 archer range.
Yeah. They actually can backfire to that because he lost all the archers. Like he got some archers. If he kept them alive, maybe you have potential to make them. But now,
Yeah, and he has bloodlines plus 1 armor. Eagle Warrior will be there with the squires plus 1. And maybe Monks is a note. He's mining a stone now with 4 villages. He's doing the monastery. He knows he's gonna go Monks. But you need to the Monks there. He's still trying to kill the archery range, but he's not killing. The fact is that he's gonna lose that eagle with the skirmishers. And he can see now, I think, the Lancers. Yes, he see the Lancers already DauT. But it's like when Kingstone saw the barrack. You see the Lancer, but doesn't matter what you can do now with that army. Obviously, you need more than 3 Lancers, but it's kind of dangerous here. Oh, it's counterattack.
What?
He's not. He's going to counterattack. He's going to counterattack or not?
Or maybe he's trying to cut the reinforcements so he doesn't mass more. And
Good
then
point.
he waiting for. Maybe he's waiting like for 2 more to clean everything. I would say so. I mean, that's a lot of farming. He can clean it now. Why to wait? Ay.
He's coming with more. He's doing more Lancers. It's true that, as you mentioned, not enough farmers. He's gonna lose now 1 eagle. He needs to go back and probably stay at home with a couple of monks. He has a second TC, but he's already sending 2 villages out of the woodline. That's not gonna be good. Let's see now the Lancers. You have to be careful, DauT. Let's see. He's gonna take it. That wasn't the best micro by Kingstone. You need to mass more. Tatito, he need to mass more.
Like 4 is fine, but you need to be really careful and not clicking too far. Otherwise, they change the formation and they put in line, and then they can be hit. Oh, blocking with the girl. Nice.
Okay, he's going back a little bit. Now it's only 6 eagles. Those eagles are dead.
Those eagles
Pretty much.
At least they're getting some hits though, so it's not too bad.
Well, eagles are gone. Look at now the army numbers. So similar, but...
Oh, losing my monk. Nice.
He'll lose the
snipe.
Snipe with the scout. The thing is, I don't see big mistakes by Kingstone in this series. I think this is a very good gameplay by both players, honestly.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I think he's playing solid.
Yeah.
Like DauT is playing really good as well.
Yeah. Just DauT now playing better, but forward Siege Workshop. The wood here is very dangerous. He can see the Siege Workshop. No, he has to be careful. He's sending the monk lonely. And now let's see the conversion. He's going to convert a Lancer. It's very important. I don't think he should commit. He converted one. This is good for DauT, in my opinion. I don't know what you think.
It is really good. And no, actually, I think it's good for Kingstone.
Okay.
Because he will have the Siege Workshop there. Oh, the heal, DauT.
Oh, DauT is gonna lose. Okay. Oh, they were with the low HP with the previous attack. They were the low HP with the previous attack. That's why he committed and he could take it. You see, very, very low HP. Pushing it back. It's only 3 eagles. The eagles are +1. And the good thing here is that now Kingstone has barely army and DauT 4 town center total. 4 TC already. Okay. Do you think he want to boom?
It looks like that, right? A little bit, at least. But as long as DauT is controlling the Siege Workshop area, he's fine. And I would say that maybe you should even add pikes at this point. But I guess he doesn't feel like he has the economy to keep
the Mangonel! He's gonna take the monk? No,
he's moving the monk close to the Mangonel, so the Mangonel doesn't have to die.
Very nice.
He's committed now. It can be a conversion.
He converted, but he's gonna take the monk.
Oh, he moved it.
He got it, and now he's taking the village. He's playing amazing now. 7 villages more, a lot of army more. He's microing again, DauT.
Now there was a point there, like Kingstone, he was converting the eagle, and the monk was charged, but then he misclicked, and he didn't click the stabilizer, he clicked the ground, so he lost all the charge, and then he
and again, why I bring these statistics? APM for DauT, average 54. 54. Kingstone 73. Top 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And now the monks, but it's about the strat, is about controlling, you know. And you have seen there, he did amazing. Population now is exploding to 92, 71, 20 population more. Good play for your teammate, Mr. DauT.
Yeah, and I wonder if he forgot about the step lancers. He did adapted well though, because when I think he realized mid-fiddle that he will go step lancer and then he start mining stone to build DCs. Because I think like, okay, I need to do eco. But he might have forgotten at the start. It could have gotten dicey for DauT, in my opinion.
Okay, now he has to be careful. You don't want to lose the monks, but he knows because, okay, he's going to convert. Maybe with one only, and just cancel one to convert the other. It's 10 villages more and has 4 tone centers. This is a very difficult position now for Kingstone because DauT even can come with a forward castle. Do you think he's going to make
it? Do you think he will go? Yeah, I was going to ask you the same. I think he will. I think he will. He sees the TC and he's there with the he's going to do it 100%.
This is coordination, Tato. This is coordination between the caster and the co-caster. And now we see 12 villages. 12 villages going forward. But the lancers are there. And if Kingstone gonna notice, he see the villages and, well, he has still a couple of monks. He's going to convert. The castle is going to happen. He's gonna make a castle in top of that hill on his face. Brutal castle if he's doing.
That hurts. He needs to go. He knows he needs to commit, but he needs to micro. If he stays still, it's over. He cannot stay still with the Stellantis. They are good, but you need to avoid the hits, right? Because they don't have. They are squeezing. So it's
this game, GG Cole. Whoa,
nice,
whoa.
Nice.
DauT,
well played.
Domination by DauT. Let's check the statistics here with military 38-30, economy 2000, and super solid play here by him. You know, I mean, crazy, really crazy. Mr. DauT. I mean, I don't know, man.
I think both play great, and it was just minor mistakes that put the advantage on DauT side. Like in this case, I think the Sea Warsaw was a good idea, but then he took that fight that he didn't micro the Spell Lancers, and that was a crucial fight. If he micros the Spell Lancer, he should have killed everything because he had the heal, and he just needs to like kite a little bit there.
Okay.
And then he gets the position. It will be huge.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna make the interview. You're gonna make the interview, right, DauT? I don't know if you can.
I can do some questions, but...
Okay, you have some questions, or you have to prepare. Yeah, you think
I mean, I can have some questions, but
okay. Let's go to interview, boys. I don't know if you see the channel. Do you see the channel just below where we are in Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, go there. Okay, and here we are now with DauT and with DauT. DauT, all yours.
Be easy on me, Tato.
Let's do this first. Sorry, man. What a beast, this guy. What a beast.
It works here as well. That's it, interest that.
No. Fine. Okay, why I do this? Okay, DauT, congrats. Really well played.
Thank you.
It was a really solid series. I think you... How did you feel? Do you feel happy with your performance?
Yeah, I think I played well. I only like those archers. I don't know how they enter. Like, I was checking for the hole. I guess they passed my TC and DNC or something like that.
Yeah, like we will talk about that in game 2. But basically, it was a really nice move by Kingstone. It wasn't a hole. It wasn't a hole. Okay, so game 1 it was Lithuanian versus Hindustanis, and you. How do you prefer that matchup? How do you like it?
Hindustanis always lose. I was like, okay, 1-0. Did Kingstone win a single match so far?
The win rate is really low. So you were surprised in the draft that he rated him so high that he was his first pick?
First pick was like, okay, they used to be good. I mean, they're still solid. But problem is nobody play cavalry cities anymore on Arabia, right? It's all archer cities, so they're kind of useless. But I made it good for him to switch to cavalry, so I respect Kingstone's pick.
Do you think that the starting, like the build, right? Like he open stable, you open rate that matter in the game?
Well, in that game it did matter because his transition to range was way too slow. He didn't even have that many scouts, like 2 scouts, later maybe 1-2 more. But he didn't accomplish anything in the scout. He had to play like backfoot from the beginning. And if I didn't show my army, could be even easier. But yeah, if you open scouts, you need to do something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think your only mistake there was not losing the crossbow basically for almost nothing, right?
That's me. Like, I prepared the tech transition. I don't care what. That's a throwaway army at that point. One day I will learn.
Yeah, because they can be a bit dicey if he mass a lot of camels and you are missing those crossbows, so it's better to keep them alive.
Yeah,
But
for
then
sure. It
game
was a
two,
mistake.
the best game of the series. I really enjoy that game. So the key moment was when he was forcing you to micro on the north, and the archers were going through your TC.
He showed the way how to beat me.
Yeah, he said,
My only weakness,
didn't work.
APM. Well, I guess so. But those were
but,
like, okay, I did check I didn't check completely, but they sent villager like across, and I was like, it went around, so was sure it was walled. And then I was like, am I that like bad that he went to my TC? I guess I am.
How many villages behind do you think you were at that point?
He's Malay +4, was around die 8, maybe even more.
Yeah, you had like 10 villages less, I think.
Yeah.
It was like 34 to 44. So what you were thinking there? Like, what do you have to do?
I was already thinking about my next game. What do I pick now? Didn't expect the comeback. It felt like he stopped playing, right? He didn't have the crossbow. He didn't have skirms. He just, I don't know, bombing. I didn't even see TCs. I was not sure what was happening at that point. I was sure I was dead, but Knights did way more than expected.
Yeah. Like he wanted to take him to elite skirmishes, but when you were inside of his base, he canceled it.
So he just went skirms, right?
He did nothing. Like he just did the monastery.
But where did his economy go, right? He had 10 villages more. He's up faster, and then what?
Yeah, well, he built a TC on the right side that you didn't scout, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's where you were confused because you lost your scout and you didn't have that information.
Yeah.
And then he was like increasing the lead, and then I was like, okay, he doesn't know about the TC, but I was thinking that you will go full all in, like for what's in Warsaw. But I guess you realized that he didn't have any more TCs there, and you thought that he was one TC or something. I guess you were super confused, no?
I'm playing against like top player, right? He will not just have magically nothing after killing 10 villages. I assume he's booming somewhere on the side. But okay. I was like happy. I just wanted to buy time and take the game to Imperial Age, right? And then I did buy time. I was also seeing the score. Like he was always like 500 score ahead, even and I was like killing the villagers and such. So I knew he was in a better spot still. But like Britons, just need to survive until Imperial Age.
Yeah, I really like that you added like 5 TCs and catch up at that point. I think it was really smooth in Castleates, and you did a really great comeback. It wasn't easy.
Yeah, Britain's trip TC definitely helped, and I just wanted to keep him busy. 5 TC boom. I knew he will Imperial Age faster because of the Feudal Age lead plus Malay, but if he doesn't drop the castle in my face, I'm good to go. So I did add some Mangonas and such as well.
Yeah, like you kept him, like his Imperial time, he couldn't use that time.
Yeah, exactly.
You had those 2 minutes and you pushed him away from your base. That was really smooth. And then the last, it was the key. And then the last game, I have a question. Did you forget that he got the stable lancers?
No, I did not forget. But I was like camping his goal. I realized he wants to go Castle Age, skirms into fast castle right without fletching. His map was really good for that. But what else can I go? Like if I went crossbow, I feel siege push with the heals, lancers, some skirms left over. My micro as well. I felt more comfortable. That's why I only went double barrack, right? Usually I will go 3-4 barracks all in. Here I switch back to the boom, right?
Yeah, I thought that you forgot for a second and then you realized that he was going for them. And then you move villagers to stone to, okay, I need to boom because I cannot win with eagles.
Yeah. I wanted to confirm first before I moved to stone, but yeah, I went only to barracks to see. I assume it's Lantis, right? What else?
Yeah, for sure. I think it was really solid reaction as well from you. And I'm only disappointed that you the blast me before the market. The rest was okay.
Yeah, I was thinking I could break summer, but it was impossible. A mistake was made. Like that's something I need to fix.
Last question. How much percentage do you think you have used the market in the KOTD Arabia?
100%.
No. 88.
110. Okay, 88. Okay.
No. You're missing. What happened to 12%?
I don't know. Maybe it was winning before Castle Age. I don't know.
That's what
feels off.
I think you finished the game with 300,000 or something.
Must be that.
12 minutes game. Yeah. Okay, congrats, DauT. And
Thank you.
Next round you will face, if I'm not mistaken,
Vilese,
right? Well, not sure if men can confirm, but I think you're facing Vilese. How do you like your chances there?
I need my revenge. I still remember last KOTD, we went 2-2. last game decider, Britons against Mayans. I had him completely stuck in his base, and I didn't go many times. I went Knights. Eagles were then dominating, and many times were also not so natural transition rate. So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that matchup, and hopefully I get revenge.
Yeah, good luck with that. I will help you prepare.
Thank you, Dato.
Congratulations, DauT.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, Tatito, we continue here. We don't need to change the channel because probably DauT is going to go. He seems to be happy. He remembered.
Probably.
He's still here. And he still remembered the matchup against Vilese for the previous edition that was in 2021. He scared me, man. DauT, you scare me now.
Yeah, I actually didn't remember that. I thought he was going to tell because Vilese won him on the NSC, but I guess he's still hurt from KOTD.
Yeah, he focused in comparison with the same tournament. Well, Tatito, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for coming. It was a fun time. Also, you probably enjoyed because he made some mistake, but your teammate win. So whatever you want to say to a lot of fans that you have, to the viewers, thank you so much, and good luck in the tournament for me.
Thank you. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. I'm not casting too much in English, so this might be only the few times. And hope you will enjoy KOTD. I think there will be really good sets. Like the competition is really, really high, and it won't be easy. I think we will have a lot of surprise. So enjoy KOTD and see you hopefully in the winner interview.
Take care, Tatito. I'm sure that I will see you in winner interview for sure. Take care, man.
Okay, bye.